Imagine a time when the sea roared, ships whispered to the winds, and brave warriors came from the north. They were known as the Vikings. Their name became a symbol of fear and mystery. But were the Vikings merely ruthless looters? Or was there more to them? Today, we will explore those aspects of Viking life that go beyond swords and fire, their culture, society, values, and legacy. The word Viking comes from an ancient language called Old Norse. It means a sea-raiding expedition. Those who set out in ships to plunder other lands across the seas were said to be going Viking. But not all Vikings were warriors. Some indeed came for war, but many came to settle peacefully, farm, trade, and begin new lives. Viking society was divided into three main classes. 1. Jarls, the noble upper class, landowners, leaders, and warriors. 2. Carls, free farmers, craftsmen, and traders. They formed the backbone of society. 3. Thralls, slaves, often prisoners of war, or people who had lost their freedom due to debt. This structure was not just about power, it was also about responsibility and tradition. The Viking Age lasted from around 700 CE to 1100 CE. During this time, thousands of Vikings left Scandinavia and traveled to Britain, Ireland, France, Russia, and even as far as Central Asia. They sailed in ships called longships, fast, lightweight, and capable of navigating both seas and rivers. Their design was so sophisticated that even modern naval engineers admire them. Viking warriors held honor, courage, and loyalty in the highest regard. They believed that a warrior who died bravely in battle would go to Valhalla, Odin's great hall, where the souls of brave warriors feasted forever. This belief made Viking warriors fearless. They followed the Drengr Code, a moral code for warriors that emphasized loyalty, generosity, courage, and honor. A June 8, 793 C, a turning point in Viking history. In the quiet monastery of Lindisfarne, on the northeastern coast of England, monks were engaged in prayer and study. They saw ships on the horizon. Perhaps they even came to the shore to welcome the visitors. But these were no ordinary guests. They were Vikings who had come to kill, loot, and spread terror. The attack on Lindisfarne was only the beginning. Over the next few decades, Vikings repeatedly raided Britain. In 865 CE, around 3,000 Vikings landed on the shores of England. This army was called the Great Heathen Army. This was no ordinary raid. It was a full military campaign aimed at conquering England. Vikings were not only warriors, they were also skilled traders and explorers. They traded silver, spices, wine, silk, and pottery. They reached as far as Baghdad, Byzantium, and Russia. They established many cities. Jorvik, modern-day York, was a major Viking center in Britain. And the Vikings did not leave behind detailed written histories. They used a script called runes, carved into stone or wood. Their stories of bravery, love, war, and betrayal were passed down orally as sagas from generation to generation. Today, we know about them through Anglo-Saxon chronicles, archaeological findings, and some 13th century texts. The Viking Age transformed Europe. In Britain, many Vikings settled. They married, acquired land, and built permanent communities. They influenced governance, language, agriculture, and culture. Even today, hundreds of English words have Scandinavian roots. Their image is no longer just that of invaders, but also of brave sailors, skilled craftsmen, traders, and explorers. The story of the Vikings is not just one of swords and ships, but of human curiosity, courage, and culture. They began with fear, but left behind courage, creation, and legacy. Today, when we say Viking, we remember an entire civilization, one that carved its mark deep into history.